Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity to explain this project, which was originated out of a cooperation between IMA and FAO within the framework of Safe Food. Since we are the time is short, and we are going to speak about small and medium agro-enterprises in sub-Saharan Africa, let me call this element of my presentation SMAEs from now on. Otherwise, I will spend most of the time describing the object. And obviously, when you come from an industry that is specialized in packaging machinery, IMA is one of the biggest companies in the world in packaging and process machinery for pharmaceutical, cosmetic, nutraceutical, and food industry. We normally produce technology according to the requirements of the market. And we produce technology for the producers of food. So we speak that type of language. It's very important so that within the frame of Safe Food, and within the scope of this initiative, we try to network with all the other elements of the market we are into. So the outline of my presentation is on 6 points. I will try to go as fast as possible. Backgrounds. Now the background is very well known. The population in sub-Saharan Africa will raise to 2 billion by 2050. And there is a very strong food demand. And at the same time, as we know, the losses of food, the average loss of food is closer to 50% than to 40%, is a bit higher than the world average, which was already outlined this morning. The background is that the SMAEs are directly affected by the impact of these losses, as we have seen in the previous project. It would be very important to determine innovation in this field. And altogether, the SMAEs are very important also to the African economy. And the poor packaging is recognized universally as one of the main limitations to market access to SMAEs and cause of losses. So, packaging area is not only an economical viable option if we work on this, but it's imperative to reduce food losses and also to ensure market access and food security in the region. So much for the background. The objective of this project is to reduce these food losses and to improve income and food security for the agri-food sector, for the actors, that means the farmers and all those involved in production, and also for the stakeholders. And the idea is to strengthen handling, packaging, processing, and marketing of food products. Packaging is outlined here as one of the main elements, but it's not the only element. So the main goal is to provide guidance to agri-food actors, and not only provide guidance, but also improve efficiency and sustainability of food chains. The specific objective, though, is to identify needs and priorities in fostering food packaging and adequate solutions, and prepare concrete proposals leading to a regional project. The beneficiaries. The main beneficiaries are actors and stakeholders in the food supply chains and the local packaging industry, together with government departments and institutions and cooperatives and non-governmental organizations working in the agri-food sector. What is the approach we have thought of following on this project? So the basic approach is approach on knowledge acquisition. So in order to better understand the current situation, we need to assess the situation in a certain number of countries, assess the feasibility of certain packaging solutions, formulate and implement a concrete packaging solution that may bring to reduce food losses and to the development of the food packaging sector in the sub-Saharan Africa. So the first year target is mainly to identify packaging solutions and also find the financial resources and the modalities and the means of management required for the implementation of the next 2 years. The approach is the project will be jointly implemented by FAO and the ITC in partnership with Messe Düsseldorf partners, all those interested in sponsoring safe food activities. And that's why we are here this morning. Relevant institutions at continental, region and country levels, and this is a concerted approach. Concerted approach means that since we speak different languages, we are in packaging, we are in technology, we are in system integrations, but we are in a central position as when it comes to food, food processing, food packaging. The producers of machinery and technologies deal with the brand owners, deal with the producers of food, but at the same time deal with the producers of materials, new innovative materials, and there is a lot going on in this field. Let me go on a little bit quickly because as we said, we have little time. We have 4 outputs, specific needs of SMEs of food packaging and solutions to address them in a sample of selected countries. We are talking about Ivory Coast, Mali, Ghana, Nigeria, Zambia, Cameroon, Kenya, and Tanzania. There will be main activities leading to a project proposals enabling the implementation of relevant solutions. The second output is going to strengthen and increase in the capacity of SMEs in improving their packaging through appropriate training according to identified needs from the first output. I go quickly on the activities because the second action means that, as on the first action, we try to know more, we try to assess. With the second and the third action, we try to produce projects, concrete projects. So the output 3 is feasibility and testing of potential food packaging solutions. And the main activities include analyze technical and economic feasibility of national food packaging centers, institutes in West Africa and Eastern Africa. Again, on the outputs, the activity 3 and 3.3 means to improve the indigenous package containers for transport and marketing of tomato in Cameroon, for example. Prepare a proposal for a global inventory of appropriate types of food packaging machinery and reliable suppliers of new and second-hand equipment. It will serve to prepare a guide for SMEs in Africa in selecting and purchasing food packaging machinery. The output 4 is prepare a regional project proposal to develop the food packaging sector in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa, drawing from information gathered and lessons learned from the above the previous 3 outputs. And then again on the outputs, the activity 4 means organize a regional meeting to discuss the findings of the previous outputs and agree on the framework of a regional project to improve the food packaging sector. Elaborate a regional proposal project based on the first year's findings, including annual work plan and budget for the second and third years. Identify funding opportunities, because this is absolutely important. Funding opportunities for the regional project targeting investment in appropriate and viable food packaging solutions based on public-private partnerships arrangements. Implement food packaging solutions conducive to food losses reduction and to the development of the food packaging sector in sub-Saharan Africa, such as capacity development of institutions, individuals, with training of trainees, providing testing equipment to ensure packaging materials quality, implementing regional technical food packaging centers and institutions. In some cases, there are existing ones. In some cases, we will promote the creation of new ones. Disseminating policy, briefs and guidance. So this is the budget we are talking about. We are talking about a budget that for the first 3 years, the project is based on a 3 years plan. is going to be approximately $600,000. So it could be recalculated based on the finding of the first year's activities. EMA will fund 450,000 and the rest will be provided by FAO and FAO contacts. The duration is 3 years. The implementing organization is FAO and International Trade Center. And the implementing countries will be, as I said, a bit more than the ones I said before: Ivory Coast, Cameroon, Ghana, Kenya, Mali, Nigeria, Rwanda, Senegal, Tanzania, and Zambia. Okay, I think I went quick enough. Thank you very much.